we'll be creating an SD card holder using the drawing that I created, modeling a SD card right here. We'll need these three dimensions: the thickness, the length, and the width. The first thing that we're going to do is open up a new part. We're going to start a new sketch, click this top plane, we're going to right click and click View to Normal to Sketch Plane. We're going to start off with a center point rectangle. And for the width right here, we're going to use the SD card drawing that I created. And we're going to use this dimension right here, the 0.942. And we're going to want about a 1/16 of an inch of material on each side. So we'll go over to this dimension right here, click in 0.942 plus 1/8 of an inch. And that includes a 1/16 of an inch on each side of the SD card. For our length, we're not going to actually put the correct length in right now. We'll just have a placeholder. We'll put 5 inches in for now to kind of give us some space to put a pattern. We're going to want 25 SD cards in this SD card holder that we're creating. And then we're going to complete the sketch, and then we're going to want to give some thickness to this rectangle. So we're going to extrude, and we're not going to want to put an inch in. We're actually going to want to go back to our drawing again and use this length dimension. More than likely, you're going to want to get your thumb around the top of this SD card, so we're not going to want to make it 1.25 inches. You're probably going to want half an inch taken off that for your thumb to grab it. So we'll go back over to our part and make this 0.75 inches. Now we'll want to make the slots for each SD card. So we'll make a sketch on the top, view to normal plane, and then we'll want to make our center point rectangle again. The SD card width will be that 0.942 inches, and we'll probably want 1/32 of an inch added onto that, so and then the SD card slides in and out pretty easily. Go 0.942 plus 0.03125, and then we'll want to do the same thing for the thickness of it as well. So we'll want to use this dimension, the 0.083. And then we'll want to add the 1/32 of an inch onto that as well. Then we'll need to move this into our object. Right here, we'll want about a 1/16 of an inch of material. And then we'll need to pattern this 25 times. Using a linear pattern. Click here, 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 and here. So it wants the linear pattern off to the right here. We're going to say 1 for that. And then we'll actually want it to pattern this way. So we'll put 25. So the spacing in between these is a little big. We only really want a 1/16 of an inch for space. So we're going to use the thickness of our slot, which if we go back to the drawing will be 0.083. Oh, it got rid of my pattern. So that'll be 0.083 plus 0.03125 plus 0.0625 for the space in between each one. And as you can see, it moves up and ends about right there. So we have a little bit more space than we needed. So we'll press enter. Actually, we'll left click for that to populate. And you can see we have 25 spaces for SD cards. So now we're going to extrude the sketch. We're going to remove, and then we're going to do 0.75, but we want a little bit of material on the bottom of the SD card, right? So we'll want to subtract 0.0625 off that. So if you look, it extrudes in, but it doesn't go all the way through the material. And that's essentially what we want. So now we'll have to go back and fix this extra material that we have right here. And we can just do that by clicking on this side and then clicking on this side. So now we have our dimension right here. We can copy that. And then we can go back to sketch number 1 and we can paste this and then add 0.0625 for the material behind the last slot. Press enter. And there's our SD card holder. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And that'll be it for today. I'll see you in the next video.